We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Hey, let's get in that hard.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Prescott to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check, 43.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Now Elliott. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second down and goal. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now this is caught. It's Cooper. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Rosen, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Alpha. 55. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now it's Rosen. Flushed out right. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now Rosen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
55. Hey, Foxtrot. Right. Stop here, D. Sponge. No. Tight dog. Check. Right. What do you got?
3rd and long here for Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Dolphins.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to let one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Begin.
Here's Elliott.
It's right.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's Grant. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Rosen, and his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. AP still got it. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 21-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble. And as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing. Prescott. Stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Check, 43. Target 47. Back. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Pollard and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Grant. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Avoids him at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Rosen to throw on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Robert Quinn drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
X3, 218, chop. 54. Mike, 54.
4th down. Here's Rosen. That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Out. Pilot, 64, weak.
Alert 3. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Oh, yeah, I'm
All right, come on.
coming. Check.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Marr on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pollard going to try the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
46.
Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the... Dolphins 29-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense.
46.
Give me that ball, defense.
Slip.
Prescott from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down and around the 22. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
47. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run it with Olawale. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
We're going to 54.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. Fourth and goal. Here we go now with Olawale. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
Middle.
Throws it here down around his own goal line. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you.
On third down, Rosen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Olawale, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. 10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation...
And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They will run with Grant. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now it's Rosen, and shedding through the tackle. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Jakeem Grant, 29 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. 2nd down, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
61, matchbox lights. Monday. Hey, wahoo!
55, come on, God, 55. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got one. Check 99.
Undercrunch. Check. Lucky.
Hey, quarter. Lucky. Tighten up.
Buzz.
Check. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Rosen to throw. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Grant. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, alert.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Grant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run.